What's going on, my beloveds? How's everybody doing today? Super excited to be with you. I can't even deal or believe that it's almost 2020. We are like in the second week of November 2019, and 2020 is less than 8 weeks away. That's crazy. So I decided that we're going to do healthy habits for 2020. Healthy habits to embrace for 2020. Now, I have a zillion. I have a lot. Let's put it this way. I have a lot of healthy habits videos. Over the course of the last 2 years, I've been making videos. Go and watch them because they're my more practical tips. Today's video is more about energetic tips, about clearing energy, and about embracing a really, really healthy mindset. Because I'm going to tell you guys, my beloveds, people ask me, Dr. Elizabeth, how do you have so much energy? What are you doing? So many people message me every single day. And yes, of course, it's important what you eat. It's important to exercise. It's important, all these things. But I'm telling you guys, doing the energetic clearing work that I have done for the last 44 plus years of my life, I'm telling you, it's what we are energy. So clearing negative energy in our subconscious, in that place where it's the blind spot that we can't get at, we can't even see because it's sitting there in our blind spot. When you clear that, oh my God, you feel a zillion times better. In fact, I'm doing a coaching program. I'm doing a lot of work with private clients, which I absolutely love, and I'm doing a coaching program. And I decided to do one before the end of 2020 because we have to. So many people message me and they're like, Dr. Elizabeth, I really want to work with you, and so I can only do so many privates, and they're more high-end privates, and I really want to give everybody access to be able to do this work. I feel so strongly about it. It's such extraordinary value what I've created and what I share, that I really want to have everybody, whoever wants access to it, I want them to be able to do it. So we are going to do a group coaching. So DM me on Instagram, message me below here. Just let me know if you're interested. I'll put the email that you can message me on, because we are making it happen. And I want as many of you guys as possible as part of this program it's going to end before Christmas. Okay. Now, let's get going with our healthy lifestyle tips. So, tip number 1. Don't laugh. Tip number 1. Shit. One of these days, I'm going to remember what my tips are. Okay, so what happens is I channel them. When I go into my meditation, I channel them, and so I forget what I've channeled because it just comes through me. Okay, here we go. Now, tip number 1. Oh, yes. Tip number 1. You can begin new. Start fresh at every moment. We don't have to wait to January 1st, 2020 to start with these habits. We can do it right now. You guys can watch this video, gain all the information here, and then go back and watch my other healthy habits and implement as many of them as you like into your life starting right now. Why this is important is because a lot of times, we're human, right? We're spiritual beings, but we're also human. And so as human beings, we make mistakes. We have missteps. So we could start on a healthy habit. Maybe it's eating healthy. Maybe it's going to the gym or going to yoga or exercising, however that looks like to you. Maybe it's going to bed early. And all of a sudden we fall off that habit. That just happened to me. I was getting so busy with my business that literally I just couldn't get everything in that I needed to get done in a day, and I was staying up. I was the queen of going to bed like at 8:30, 9 o'clock at night and getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I felt amazing when I did that. That's my preference, actually. If I didn't have a social life, that would really be my preference. But I love that because it feels so amazing. But what happens is that life happens, right? Like life happens, shit happens. And sometimes you just can't. So the key to this first tip and healthy habit is the mindset to remember that at every moment you can start fresh. So for example, let's use me as an example. It had been months and months and months that I had been going to bed really late, well after 10, 11 o'clock at night. In my book, I talk about this. I think I might have said this on my channel too. The time between 10 p.m. and midnight is slippery time, especially between 11 and midnight. And what I mean by slippery, it goes by like in a blink of an eye. For those of you who are night owls, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like it's 10 o'clock and then you open up your computer to do something or watch something or write something or whatever you happen to be doing. Next thing you know, it's 11:30 and it's like that time just, it's like shoom, slippery. It just slipped by. And you're like, oh my God, it's almost midnight. Now we've lost all juicy sleep. Any sleep past midnight, we're not getting the same regeneration and rejuvenation of our sex hormones that we want, especially if we're over 30. You really want that juicy sleep that I talk about in my book. So what happens is that we get in this habit of night after night, going to sleep late. And so that's what happened for me. And then one day I was like, no, I've had it. I'm tired of not feeling as amazing as I know I can feel, because for years I'd go to sleep super, super early and wake up super early, and it's made me feel so alive and so great. So in that moment, right there, it was like, this is one way of living, and then in this moment, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'm switching it up. And now I'm going to go to bed early. So from that moment on until like now, I'm going to bed super early, like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm in bed, lights out, asleep. And so I just share that with you to remind you that at any moment we can change. If we've made a healthy habit, then we've backslided or we've slipped a little bit. In that moment, you can choose for the first time or choose again. And in that moment, start fresh. So that's tip number 1. Embrace it, take it on, because it will save your life. It also helps you get rid of that shame or that kind of punishment, because a lot of people, what they'll do is they start punishing themselves or being super, super harsh on themselves for like they really work hard to get the habit, they finally embrace the habit, and then when they slip off the habit, they really get down on themselves and hard on themselves. I welcome you not to do that. Don't, because it's just, you would never do that to your children or to your nieces or nephews, or if you're a teacher, to the children that you teach. You would never shame them like that. So don't shame yourselves. If you've slipped off of your habit, just remember, hear my voice saying, my beloveds, I love you, and at any moment, like this moment right now, you can choose again and step back into that healthy habit. Cool? That's number 1. Number 2, the hell, I'm just gonna have to look at all of them. I'm sorry. Lo siento mucho. It'll give you guys a little laugh. What the heck? Okay. Oh yes, this is such a good one. Okay. For those of you who follow me on Instagram and watch my stories, and if you do, thank you so much. I always see you guys, and I love that. And if you don't, go follow me on Instagram. I do vlogs every single day, vlogging my life, and posts I try to do every single day, and I also do IGTV videos. So go follow me. I'll put the little thing right here. So I did a story 2 days ago, I think, about energy. I clear energy for a living. It's one of the things that I do, and I love doing it. So I know the power of energy. I've been trained to know the power of energy and how to work energy, how to manipulate energy, how to use energy for a really, really long time. And I would say I'm definitely an expert at it. And so what I was saying in the gym is something I talk about in my book, which is the updraft factor. What the updraft factor is, since life is energy, right? I mean, when the energy goes out of our body, we're no longer alive. That's what happens when we move on to another dimension. We are energy, life is energy, and everything around us is energy. So I'm going to use the example I used in my story. Let's use the gym example. I go to the gym. Let's say I'm feeling amazing that day. I got tons of energy. I had my superfoods green smoothie. I had lots of sleep the night before. I'm just feeling energetically, emotionally, I'm feeling amazing. I have a lot of energy. What I do when I'm there is I share that energy. I consciously share that and give that energy. And you don't even have to do it in the form of speaking to people. You can energetically show up as a light. Literally, like you guys, I'm sure you've all felt this. You walk into a room, or you're in a room and someone walks in the room and they're so bright. Their energy is bright. Their energy is light. And you're like, ooh, wow, that energy is amazing. They shared their energy. just by the beingness of vibing at a high frequency. They walk in a room and that high frequency gets shared with everyone around them. That's how easy it is to share energy. It's a conscious decision to vibe at a high frequency and then share it. So when I'm in the gym that day and I'm meditated up, I'm all ready to go, I share my energy consciously. I also bless everybody in the gym. It's literally one thing I love to do. I look around the room, I bless the room, I bless the gym, and I bless everybody in the gym. I do that when I drive too. I shared this with a client of mine one of her very close friends was in a near fatal car accident. And so afterwards, she really got thrown. Like, driving was really scary for her. And so I shared this prayer. I say, when I get in my car, every single day, it's cuckoo here in LA, and people drive cuckoo sometimes here in LA, and I'm sure other places as well. I put a bubble of light and blessings around me. I put a bubble of light and blessings around my car, which I have named Bella. I put a bubble of light and blessings around everybody on the road. So that's my prayer. Every time I start my car, I say that prayer, and I give thanks when I arrive at my destination. It's another habit I have. It's just what I do, and it's a really powerful thing to do. And I call in the angels. In fact, this is so cool. I've been sharing this with my private clients. I wrote my book with the angels. In fact, one of my amazing friends, she's a clairvoyant, and she said to me, we met, her name is Baljeet, she's absolutely incredible, and when we met, it was at a book signing for my book, and they were screening a documentary film that I was in, and so she showed up for the event and for the book signing, and she got the book, and she was like, oh my God, this is Elizabeth. She said, your book, she said, there's angel encodings of love and blessings and angel blessings throughout this whole book. And I loved that so much because I felt like the angels and the higher light beings and spirit channeled through me as I wrote my book. So to have her say that was like such a beautiful thing. I was just like, oh, that's really, really beautiful. So when I've been working with my clients, I consciously call forth the counsel of archangels, and it's amazing what they've been channeling through me. It was so powerful. My client today, she's a very powerful, high level executive. I'm not saying your name, but you watch my videos, you know who you are, and I love working with you. We worked today. She's amazing, and we actually had a really powerful download with the angels. I called them forth, and it was extraordinary. It like brought tears to our eyes. It was incredible. So all that to say, we are energy, and we have access to higher levels of energy, and it's learning how to do that. And so we share our energy. And so let's say, so that's in the gym when I'm blessing everybody and I'm at a high vibe place. But let's say, one day either emotionally I'm down or I'm going through something difficult. Like certainly after I lost my mother, it was a very difficult time for me. I still kept on going to the gym, but my heart was, it was sad and I was in, a lot of emotional pain. I was moving through it, but I kept showing up for my life. And I literally accessed the energy of the gym. The energy has a lot of beautiful people. My gym has a lot of beautiful people and a lot of beautiful energy. And I literally use that to lift me up. It's so powerful. In fact, I'm going to do a whole video on that. It's so unbelievably powerful. And like I said in my book, I call it the updraft factor. And you can do that, my beloveds. You can do this. It's really a powerful practice to do. So I think I'm going to leave it with those two really, really powerful tips. Take them, my beloveds, and run with them. Use them, put them into practice. Start right now and go back to my previous videos, and I want you to implement those. I think I have 10 healthy habits that will change your life. I have 5 healthy habits for a new year. I mean, it's just a ton of them. So I'm going to link them below in the description box, and take the time, go watch them, because these are more energetic. Those are very practical. So that way you'll have the balance of both. Cool? So I'm going to leave you guys today by just sharing a little bit more about what I shared in the beginning. I'm so excited that I'm going to do a group program. I've been doing a lot of private coaching with people, a lot actually, and I absolutely love it. And I just really, so many people message me, and I really want to do group coachings as well for you guys. And so we're going to start, and I want you guys to message me below, email, because literally we're going to start before Thanksgiving. Like, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about it. I just want to gather people who are ready to take their life and their goals and what they want to manifest to the next level and make 2020 the most powerful year of their life. Guys, this work I do is powerful. It changes people's lives, and I've seen it time and time and time again. And so I really want to make it accessible to as many people as possible. All right, my beloveds, you guys know I love you. I love you to infinity and back. I appreciate you so, so much. And remember, you can do this. You can change your life for the better, and I'm here to help you, support you, encourage you every step of the way. Okay, see you guys next time. I love you. Ciao.